Right, good morning everyone. This video the purpose of it is for me to show you mainly the new circuit diagram that I've made to explain what's going on with this Bedini motor. First off, I'm having a couple of thoughts, which are, if anyone's seen my previous videos and can comment on this, then it'd be appreciated. I have a diode running off this center cap, which I'm currently probing for voltage, which is 5.45. So they're all 5.45, all the caps, the big 2200 microfarad caps. So I have a diode coming off for positive, and I'm leading both the positive and negative back to the secondary battery to try and, grab that extra charge and stick it in the battery. But I don't think it's going in because I can't measure any amperage coming out of it. I mean, I need to check if I've blown the fuse in the meter. But from what I can tell, it's just sitting in there and not going to the battery. Now I can use it because we can hook up the small motor. And it will run for small amounts of time. Does appear it's just turning periodically. And the cap builds up enough charge and it'll turn again. So this is probably too high of a load, because it drains the caps every time. The cap 60 is back to 4. Slowly climbing back up. Let's get my probes back on. Back up to 5. Nearly up to 5 volts again. Okay. So anyway, I'll pull up the quick circuit diagram so you can see what's going on. Forgive the roughness of some of the coil draw reads, but right, here you go. Some of you might like to pause this and have a nice look. At the bottom is the traditional Bedini circuit, and at the top is the modifications I'm using for extraction, with the 24 interior coils split into 3 in the middle of the ring, in the middle of the, the magnets, the big black chunks on the circle of the magnets. The coil here and here on the left and right are the 2 coils, and the set of 6 diodes at the top is the 3-phase rectification system for the 24 interior coils. And you can see, just coming off the 2 extraction coils, 2 rectifiers leading into the caps. On this I haven't actually drawn the 3rd cap, which is linked to the 3-phase rectifier at the top. It's not a problem to stick that in dead quick. Just a quick adaptation to the drawing. But there you go, that's your circuit. Okay. Put you back where you can see the Bedini. The thing with this motor is, anyone else who's built one might be able to answer this. Everybody else seems to consume around 200 milliamps, and this is a problem that I've been looking into, attempting to understand, as mine consumes on average about 450 milliamps, which is a lot. That's just under half an amp. So with 7 amp hour batteries, I'll only get 14 hours runtime. Of course it's pulsed, so it's not using that much. Oh, by the way, it appears that this coil is much more efficient. It does generate a lot more. When I look at the AC component leading in, or going into the rectifiers, this isn't even a volt coming out of this one, but it's several coming out of this coil here. Much better. So tightly wound as opposed to badly wound. Definitely. Okay, so any thoughts on especially this diode in and leading back to the secondary battery would be much appreciated. And any other thoughts? Just see in there the 3-phase rectifier down there, all the diodes. If anybody does have any thoughts, it would be much appreciated. I'm a bit stuck at the minute. 5.818 volts in all caps, cap 1, 2 and 3. And there's my circuit with the new neon 2N3055 as opposed to these terrible silicon ones that just don't work. And that's it for now. I'm generating, but I'm not quite sure how to cram it back in the battery yet. I could use it to power an alternate load, but I'm not sure if it's going back in to the battery. Okay, so thank you very much for watching and stay tuned for more.